I did a video the other day about Martin Bakole's next opponent because his trainer-manager Billy Nelson says that an announcement is imminent. He said that it's going to be a British heavyweight who is a former world title challenger, and he gave a few other details. But when I look through the British heavyweight rankings on BoxRec, none of the heavyweights fit the description that Billy Nelson gave. So I was wondering who it could possibly be. Then a bunch of people on that video turned up in the comment section and said, it's obviously Hughie Fury. I can't believe you've forgotten about Hughie Fury. Well, Hughie Fury has been out the ring for 2 years, and he's not exactly the most exciting and memorable heavyweight in the world. So please forgive me. This guy is the absolute king of pullouts. The last time he pulled out was against Michael Hunter, and he did it twice. And I'm not saying that Hughie Fury is afraid to get in with the likes of Michael Hunter and people like that, but he obviously has the immune system of a 95-year-old man. And that's probably an insult to most 95-year-old men. I've never in my life seen a heavyweight who is as sickly as Hughie Fury. And I'm not saying it's his fault necessarily. I'm just talking about the cold, hard reality. You cannot rely on this guy if you are a promoter, if you are a broadcaster, if you are an opponent of his, nor if you're a boxing fan, because he has pulled out so many times. I mean, this guy is the envy of baby daddies around the world. His pull-out game is incredible. So forgive me for forgetting such a memorable heavyweight as Hughie Fury. And the reason, of course, that he didn't appear in the BoxRec rankings when I look through them is because I've got the BoxRec rankings set to active UK heavyweights. In order to see Hughie Fury, you'd have to search for inactive heavyweights. Again, because he's been out the ring 2 years at this stage, nearly 2 years. Status on BoxRec right there says inactive. Now, if it is Hughie Fury against Martin Bakole, how do I see that fight going? Well, if it goes at all, because again, Hughie Fury's the pull-out king, I would still go for Martin Bakole, to be honest with you. Yeah, Hughie Fury can move a bit, but Martin Bakole has dealt with movers before. He dealt with Tony Yoka, that was a couple fights back, and slower fighters than Hughie Fury have managed to beat him before, such as Alexander Povetkin. You guys remember that fight? Yeah, Hughie Fury had a little bit of success, but ultimately Povetkin was able to impose himself and get the W, and that was a pretty old Povetkin. So yeah, I would have to go with Martin Bakole if that fight gets made, if Hughie Fury can actually turn up, because the fight might get made and announced, and then Hughie Fury pulls out with some other illness a week or so before the fight. Let's just see what happens there. Give me your thoughts in the comment section below. And before I go, I want to give a shout out to all the new subscribers to my Patreon page. I cover loads of different topics in my weekly podcast, as you can see on screen right now, from current events to deep dives down the rabbit hole and everything in between. I'm really enjoying the feedback and the discussions we've been having on there lately. So if you'd like to join the conversation, just click the link in the description box below. Are you sick and tired of the mainstream mindset? Does the dogmatic conformity and pathological ignorance have you tearing your hair out in frustration? Then don't be alone. Come and join our brotherhood on Patreon. We stand as a beacon of reason against an army of insanity. You'll gain access to my weekly topical podcast where we take more deep dives than Jacques Cousteau on an endless variety of subjects. There's also videos, interviews, live Q&As, as well as a vast back catalogue of previous episodes, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen via the Patreon app or download in high-quality MP3. Connect with myself and hundreds of other members in our Element chat group. There's no contract, no commitment, you can cancel at any time, and it's cheaper than a Mickey D's McMuffin. Just head to my Patreon page via the link below this video and select the tier called the Brotherhood of Reason. I'll see you over there.